take our right hand up, engaging your core at all time. તો પછી આપણે engage કરશું ને length આવી રીતના કરશું. If you want to, you can not hold for a second or two, just to find, let your brain work at the balance, and then give it down. Take the left hand and go up. Stretch, 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 and then go down. Lovely. હવે આપણો right leg પાછળ લઈ જશું. આપણે લેફ્ટ પગ આગળ આવશે. આપણો hips in line with the chair હશે. And then breathe in. As we breathe out, you bend your knee just enough કે એ ankle ની ઉપર હોય. Left knee bend કરે છે ને ankle ની ઉપર હોય. Okay, and now take your heart up and look up. And let go. આપણો જમણો પગ આગળ લઈ લેશું, ડાબો પગ પાછળ લઈ જાશું. Enough space કે તમે આ effect થાય બાજુમાં આમ હશે તો તમારા knee won't be aligned, it will be hard. So give enough space. પછી bend your right knee just such that it is in above the ankle and in line with the middle toe. આપણા hips in line with the chair હશે. That is આપણો alignment છે. Okay, and then we take our heart up and we'll go. જો તમે કરવું હોય તો take your so હાથ તમે પાછળ લઈ જાઓ ને આટલું જ કરો ને ખાલી આ તો it helps with your heart chakra. Okay, but તમે આમ કરી તો it helps even more. And then release and take it up, and then just you already feel so much space in your front body, inshallah. Okay, આપણે પાછળ ચાલશું such that કે આપણું arms are આપણી body from here to head is parallel to the floor. Okay, so તમારી પાસે છે enough જગ્યા? Yeah, okay. So you are taking your sitting bones, our hips at the back. You are finding length with your front body, the top body, and your hands are stretched. આપણા hands આપણા chair ને કરે છે for support. If you want to leave the support, you can and just have your hands on your legs if you want to, but otherwise be safe. Pushing through the sitting bones gives you the whole stretch of your back body. આપણે front body કર્યા, હવે આપણે back body કરે છે. Okay, lovely. Just take about 3 nice gentle breaths. આપણા back માટે, આપણા circulation માટે, આપણા kidneys and kidney meridian માટે, આપણા energies બધા flow થાય એના માટે આ બધા stretches બહુ help કરે છે. Now bend the knees, take yourself up and take the heart up, and then release. Okay, all right, just shake it all out. હવે આપણે ખૂબ બધું ઓલું કર્યા છે. Okay, just move around as if any organic movement you want to do, just move around as I said, you are allowed one layer out, no more than that. Okay, ચાલો આપણે બેસશું. આ બે આંગળા આપણે અંદર લઈ લેશું. આ બે અંદર, બે હા, આ બે અંદર અને આમ રાખશું. So this mudra helps with the toxins to come out. Huh? Okay, now we'll settle everything down. We are getting ever so you can just count in for the count of 4. Just concentrate on your breath. If we can cut off from everything and concentrate in the breath first and then integrate other things. This is the first stage of the exercise first, right? To train our brain. If we can do that, then we can go further up into incorporating other things to keep our mind in order. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, all right. Just only 3 breaths. Okay. So gently breathing. And gently breathe out as you are relaxing. Opening our eyes, bringing our hands together, give it a nice rub. આપણા hands આપણા હાથ ઉપર લઈ આવશું ને આપણે આ પ્રેસાઇટને યાદ દેરાવશું કે અલ્લાહ એ આપણે એટલું પ્યારથી બનાવ્યા છે and we are loved by Allah ever so much, so we must take care of ourselves and that we are here and we are important, we make a difference to this world. So with that, there is so much du'as for you, my sisters. Blessings in your path. Thank you.
સલવાત અલા મુહમ્મદ વ આલે મુહમ્મદ. હવે આપણે આપણો પ્રોગ્રામ શરૂ કરશું.
Ladies, આપણે સેટલ ડાઉન થઈ જાય પ્લીઝ. પ્લીઝ લેડીઝ. આપણે 2 મિનિટ ખોબરશું કે બધા આવી જાય પછી આપણે સ્ટાર્ટ કરશું. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bar Muhammad wa ale Muhammad salawat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من أمر سلم ألام يا حتى مطلع الفجر صدق الله العلي العظيم.
બેસી જાઓ પ્લીઝ. Assalamu alaikum. Please recite Surah Fatiha for the following. મરહુમા ફાતમાબાઈ હાશમ જેની 12માસી છે કાલે. મરહુમ મોહમ્મદ શોએબ તકી જેનો 40માની મજલિસ છે કાલે. પ્લીઝ વાતો નહીં પ્લીઝ. મરહુમા ફાતમાબાઈ દેવજી જે આપણા ઝાકીરા છે જે દુબઈમાં ગુજરી ગયા છે ગઈકાલે. મને ખબર નથી મયત ગઈકાલે થઈ ગયું કે આજે છે. મૌલાના ઝફર અબ્બાસ આપણા મૌલાના છે પાકિસ્તાનમાં ગુજરી ગયા. તો પ્લીઝ રિસાઇટ સૂરા ફાતિહા ફોર ઓલ ધ મરહુમીન પ્લીઝ. ફ્રાઈડેના 17મી ઓક્ટોબરે પરમ દિવસે ફ્રાઈડેના 7 વાગે અહીંયા મરહુમ ઝફર અબ્બાસ મલિકની મજલિસ રાખવામાં આવી છે ફોલોડ બાય નિયાઝ. તો બધાને આમંત્રણ છે પ્લીઝ તમે આવજો. 7 વાગે છે ને ફાતમાબાઈ ડુંગરસિંહનું એક્સિડન્ટ થયું છે તો એના માટે આપણે દુઆ માંગશું. હવે જી ગાડી ન થયું તો એને લાગ્યું. એ 3 દિવસ હોસ્પિટલમાં હતા. તમે બેસી જાઓ. હવે એક ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ અનાઉન્સમેન્ટ છે. સેટરડે 25 ઓક્ટોબર વર્લ્ડ ફેડરેશનનું કોઈ સાથે થઈને ખોજા હેરિટેજ ડે રાખવામાં આવ્યું છે. હેરફિલ્ડમાં છે ખોજા હેરિટેજ ડે. તે લોકો કહે છે કે અગાઉના આપણા બધા જે હતા એ લોકોનો આપણે યાદ કરશું. ખાસ કરીને કોણ છે હાજીને પ્રોગ્રામ્સ સવારની નમાઝથી શરૂ થશે ફોલોડ બાય લંચ. એ મેઇન ઇવેન્ટ થશે એટ 2 PM. પણ પ્લીઝ બધાને રજિસ્ટ્રેશન કરવાનું છે કેટરિંગ વાસ્તે થઈને. તો તમને જો આવું હોય તો પ્લીઝ અમને નામ આપજો. બીજું કાંઈ તમને પૂછવું હોય કાંઈ તો પછી કોઈના નૂરમાં મને પૂછજો વધારે ફોર ફર્ધર ઇન્ફોર્મેશન.
બાયો હવે હું સંધ્યાબેનને બોલાવીશ. આપણને આજે નવા જાતના ટીપ શીખવાડશે અને આપણામાં જે હોશિયારી નહીં હોય હોશિયાર બનાવશે.
હેલો, અમે પાછા આવ્યા જ તમને મળવા. બિકોઝ લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ અમે આવ્યા ત્યારે બહુ જ મજા આવી હતી બધાની સાથે વાત કરવાની. એટલે હવે અમે શગુફતાબેન સાથે વાત કરી હતી કે રેગ્યુલરલી આવવું છે. ના ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ અપોલોજાઇઝ કરવાનું કે અમે 2 વર્કશોપ કરવાના હતા. એક છે એ ડાયટ, ન્યુટ્રિશન, માઇન્ડફુલ ઇટિંગ ઉપર અને બીજી યુઝિંગ યોર મોબાઈલ. પણ બિકોઝ અમારા બીજા 2 ફ્રેન્ડ્સ નથી આવી શક્યા બિકોઝ ઓફ ઇલનેસ ને અમને નહોતું જોતું કે તમારી સાથે જર્મ્સ શેર કરે. સો અમે પાછા આવશું પણ એટ ધી એન્ડ ઓફ ધીસ સેશન અમે તમને જરાક પૂછી જોશું કે તમે કયા મોબાઈલ્સ યુઝ કરો ટુ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ NHS એપ યુઝ કરો જ નહીં. પછી ખબર પડે એ પ્રમાણે આપણે બીજા સેશન્સ ઓર્ગનાઇઝ કરશું. પણ આજે I'm going to start off by talking about winter wellness. હવે આપણે લખી છે અત્યાર સુધી બહુ ઠંડી નથી આવી પણ હવે ચાલુ થશે. પણ અત્યારે શું ચાલુ થાય? ઓક્ટોબરમાં તમે બધા ટાઈમ ચેન્જ હવે થશે અને બીજું આપણા શરદી ઉધરસ થાય એની પહેલાં બધાને વેક્સિન લેવાનું ફ્લૂ લઈ લીધું લવલી એટલે ફ્લૂ વેક્સિનનું તમને ઇન્વિટેશન આવ્યું હોય તો પ્લીઝ તમારા ડૉક્ટર પાસે જાજો ફ્લૂ વેક્સિન લઈ આવજો ફાર્મસીમાં પણ મળી શકે ત્યાં જાજો ઓ અમુક બરોઝમાં લાઈક બ્રેન્ટમાં એ લોકો કમ્યુનિટી લાઇબ્રેરીઝમાં ને બારે કરે છે સો લુક આઉટ બધા લઈ લેજો તમારા કોઈ ફેમિલીમાં નાના છોકરા હોય એ લોકોને પ્લીઝ પણ કહેવાનું છોકરા લઈ લે The other thing is because આપણે ઘણા if you're on medication please make sure કે તમારી medication બધી હોય તમારા GP પાસેથી ફાર્મસીને ખબર હોય કે તમારી repeat prescription બધી આવી જાય because you know we have to make sure all year round આપણે બધી medication timeમાં લેવાની but more so during the winter time and plus તમે બારે ના નીકળી શકો because of the cold weather at least you're all prepared પછી બીજું આપણું diet સારું ખાજો lots of drinks water best drink અને આ leaflets અમે અહીંયા રાખશું પણ આમાં લખ્યું છે કે તમને કાંઈ મદદ જોતી હોય તો when you can go to your pharmacy પછી 111 ને તમને એડવાઇસ જોતું હોય તો પછી તમારા GP ઘણીવાર GP વધારે બિઝી થઈ જાય અને હોસ્પિટલમાં તો honestly at the last resort A&E because A&E બહુ જ બિઝી થઈ જાય વિન્ટરમાં and plus you don't want to catch the germs ત્યાં બધા બીમાર હોય so that's why 111 is a good number to call કાંઈ advice જોતું હોય and you can't get to your GP and obviously the pharmacy also pharmacy પાસે ઘણું આપણને advice મળી શકે એટલે આ બધા leaflets અહીંયા રાખ્યા છે તો please લેજો and really look after yourself અને હવે ઈશ છે આપણી nutritionist અને ઇંગ્લિશમાં વાત કરે તો ઓકે છે ને પછી I will translate we'll do a joint session
अगर मैं उर्दू में बात करूं आप सब समझते हो
okay.
फिर पहली अस्सलाम वालेकुम मेरा नाम इश है और मैं न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट पब्लिक हेल्थ के लिए काम करती हूँ और पहली मैं शुरू करना चाहती हूँ कि इस्लाम हमारा हज़रत मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम क्या कहते हैं He encouraged us to eat in moderation कि कम खाओ to fill 1/3 of our stomach with food 1/3 with water and leave 1/3 empty बहुत ना खाओ That's exactly what the Eat Well guide is teaching us too balance variety and moderation So we're going to go around. I'm going to give some leaflets.
I'm going to just, this is a joint. So I'll just tell you, I went to Japan during the summer-ish, and I learned the same. They said, when you go to have your meal, eat until you're 80% full. Mm-hmm. So, which is very similar to what you explained just now.
Very similar to how we are taught. It's the sunnah. So the teaching of the Prophet. We don't overindulge. You don't need to have a big feast.
We do.
Every time somebody comes to our house, we've got visitors. We don't need to spread tables of every type of dish, fried foods. We don't need to do that for every occasion. And if you're fasting, the way to break fast, again, is not by having big feasts, but to eat in moderation.
And Ish and I were just having a conversation on our way here that why is it any celebratory occasion, I mean it's good, we celebrate, but we have to celebrate with sweets, isn't it? And we like big sweets, not small sweets, yeah? So penda, burfi, jambu, jalebi, laddu. What about that? Exactly. That's why we love to feed, yeah? And we love to share happy occasions over food. But like how Ish is saying, let's all be mindful.
मैं जब आई हूँ एक आंटी उधर बैठी हुई थी और वो मुझे पूछती है कि आप टू स्लिम क्यों हो ज़्यादा खाओ और थोड़ा सा मोटापा बढ़ाओ इधर से और मैं सोच I was thinking and I thought of a story when my Nani Ma said to me about 4 years ago 4.5 years ago Ish, are you तुम बीमार हो मेरा वज़न extra 20 something kg था मैंने कहा अम्मानी मैं उसको अम्मानी बुलाती हूँ ऐसा अम्मानी मैं बीमार नहीं हूँ पर मैं बीमार लगती हूँ She goes, yes, तुम बीमार लगती हो and again नहीं मैं pregnant नहीं हूँ I'm not pregnant again my child is not even 2 years old so no I'm not and she goes इस तरह नहीं होना चाहिए तुझे ये अच्छा नहीं है and I said okay so then when I lost weight which was over 20 kg all around this section I lost it within 6 months when I did lose it she said ये क्या किया तुमने ये तुमने जानबूझकर किया है तुम ठीक हो and I couldn't believe it you can't keep everyone's just like oh you're too thin or you've lost weight or you've put on weight but as Asians we generally have less muscle mass so all South Asians we have less muscle than same person who's a white person agar English same उम्र का है वो उनका मसल ज़्यादा होता है फिर हम जब weight lose करते हैं हम थोड़ा सा low हो जाते हैं do you understand yes so we just have but what's important is having less weight reason why I lost 20 kg was 20 something was because the weight was in the most dangerous part इधर weight होना puts you at higher risk of diabetes heart disease बहुत बीमारी इधर से weight होना होता है so it's the most that's why they do waist hip ratio so we measure your waist not just your weight
it would be less than 30
yes I'm going to go round and give some leaflets to everybody yes okay
which one would you like me
just if everyone can just have one leaflet and you open it up on the food label or the Eat Well guide. Has anybody heard of the Eat Well guide at all? Or seen a plate? Has anybody seen the Eat Well guide before? ये देखा होगा आप लोगों ने doctor surgery. Put your hand up if you have seen this. Yes, you've seen it anywhere. आपने देखा हुआ है किसने हाथ ऊपर करो जिसने देखा हुआ है yes okay और हाथ ऊपर करो अगर कभी नहीं देखा ये image.
Okay, so what we'll do is, I think the Eat Well guide will send you some or bring some when we come either next time or I'll give it to Shagufta Ben to share with you all because we have a South Asian, don't we?
Yes, there's a particular one that's tailored to Hamare cooking or the kind of foods that we eat. Because I'm not here today to tell everybody to eat steamed fish and boiled vegetables because हमारा खाना अलग होता है हमारे सब्जी और spices completely different but there's an Eat Well guide that's completely tailored for our kind of cooking so this is not about totally giving up the foods that you enjoy. जो खाना आपको पसंद है खाओ पर कम खाओ. Does everybody understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we start with, this is a plate, it's the Eat Well guide. It gives us the proportion sizes of what we should be eating by the end of the day. Every day, you start your day and you end it by knowing that you've had foods from the different food groups. So we have the fruits and vegetables and the different sections, and it's in the right proportions. So you can still have the foods that you enjoy. आप जो भी खाना खाते हो, रोटी, सालन खा सकते हो, पर कम proportions में. Fruits, vegetables, and a variety.
So, Ish, can I ask you? So, every meal that we have should look a little bit like this?
It's much better.
Much better?
Yes,
Okay.
it's healthier. It's much better if you can have your plate looking like this. Actually, if half of your plate is fruits, salad, vegetables, then you've started off by lowering your sugar spike that you're going to get from your rice, from your pasta, from your roti that you're going to have afterwards. So that's just a small tip. If you start your meal, आप खाने से पहले आप salad पहले खाओ. Salad से start करो, आपका पेट भरेगा उससे, और fiber आएगा आपके stomach के अंदर, और sugar less ज़्यादा चढ़ेगी उसके बाद. So does anybody know how many fruits and vegetables is the recommended amount that we should be having in a day?
Half of, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
5, yeah.
Or if you're vegetarian, they actually, isn't it 7? Sometimes they 5 or 7.
Yeah, 5
Yeah?
or 7.
5 or 7.
Even better,
Yeah.
yeah. Does anybody meet the 5 a day?
Everybody eating? Yeah. Yeah. Blueberries, yeah, blueberries are very good. Strawberries, yeah. Yeah.
It's just a variety,
Variety.
really. So berries are really good. They're low in carbohydrates. Yeah,
Ah. Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're diabetic, I would recommend low carbohydrate fruits. Berries are the best.
Yeah, because grapes have a lot of sugar. Bananas have sugar. But then that's why if you have a combination, so you add a cucumber, celery, is that right? Ish?
Stick more to vegetables
Yeah.
than fruits, but the fruits can be berries, blueberries, strawberries. Berries are the best.
Okay, Ish, we have a question. So we have a question around beetroot. And should you be eating it? How does that have a lot of sugar? Or do you have juice? Huh?
Beetroot is really good for, does anyone have high blood pressure here? So beetroot is
Most of
very,
it? High blood pressure?
anybody suffers from high blood
High
pressure?
blood pressure check apne? हाँ.
Beetroot बहुत अच्छा होता है blood pressure के लिए. Or with anything,
How do you?
yeah,
Well, no,
you can get steamed.
you can
Koi
eat
bhi
raw.
cheese, yeah.
You can eat raw. કાચું beetroot આવે એ તમે grate કરીને ખાઈ શકો. અને you can put it in your salad. The other thing, આજે મેં જોયું, Ish, I hope this is okay, but આજે મેં જોયું તમે ચીલા ખાતા હતા. So today I'm going to making chilla for my dinner. અને અમે શું કરશું? I will add beetroot grate કરીને yogurt ની અંદર, and then we'll have it with the chilla.
With
that good?
any, yes, absolutely. With any fruit or vegetable, it's better to eat the actual fruit or vegetable. Juice is never the best option, only the last option. Yes, absolutely fine. Yes. You can get grated, you can get ready steamed, already cooked
Yeah.
beetroot,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Beetroot is a very, very healthy one.
Juice,
So
tomato, carrot juice with beetroot. yeah?
carrot,
very
beetroot
good.
is very good.
Very
अगर आप oranges, apples, pears को juice करें, वो fruit के chemical structure it changes completely into a free sugar. आपके body के अंदर वो जो fruit होता है वो sugar बन जाता है.
Yeah.
Juice करो तो. It's a complete different chemical structure. It's a free sugar inside your body.
So
It actually reduces it. कम करता है, blood pressure कम करता है.
yeah. Yeah, is that okay? And there's some conversations going on about juicing. Share with us here. તમે juice બનાવો. Yeah. So juicing is good, but like Ish is explaining,
Fruit, vegetable juices are absolutely fine, but still it's better to eat the vegetable.
Eat the vegetable.
Yes.
Yeah? Fiber. Because આપણે ગાજરનું ને રસ કાઢીએ તો કેટલું બધું એમાંથી ને નીકળી જાય છે fiber. અને આપણે ના ખાઈ શકીએ raw, hard હોય તો steam કરી નાખો, soft થઈ જાય. Same with beetroot. Steam કરી નાખો ને like Ish said, ઓલા આવે નાના cook કરેલા beetroot. But Ish, we have a question for you. How did you manage to get like this in 6 months?
I did what मैं university degree पहले साल में कर रही थी और उस साल में उन्होंने कहा कि food diary करो. मैंने हर चीज़ जो कुछ मैं खाती थी एक दिन हफ्ते में और एक वीकेंड में मैंने लिखा है. Everything. अगर मैंने एक tablespoon तेल का डाला, onions, every single thing I wrote down. Every snack, every nuts, everything. When I wrote it down, मैंने ये पता चला कि मैंने जब calculation की है कि मैं 3,000 calories every day consume कर रही थी. Does anybody know how many calories we should be having on a normal basis and how many calories we should be having if we are trying to lose weight? किसी को पता है? Yes. Yep. 2,000. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So I'm not allowed to say 1,000 to anybody, and I'm not going to tell you how many I reduced mine down to. However, 1,500 is the recommended amount if you're trying to lose weight, and 2,000 if you're not trying to lose weight. And I was eating every day 3,000 calories.
Oh, before.
This is, yes, before I lost weight.
Okay.
And I thought I was eating healthy. I was eating healthy, but then I thought, what is it? मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? मैं बहुत nuts consume कर रही हूँ. My breakfast has so many mushrooms, this, that, it's all healthy, but there was too much food. My breakfast was so big. It had even a bit of meat on there. Just the proportion sizes were wrong. I was eating too much for what I was trying to do was to lose weight. So all I did was calorie count, reduce every week by 100, 200 calories until I was down to, I'll say 1,500. I'll give a wink. But I started exercising, absolutely started running, jogging, and doing a little bit of weight lifting. And within 6 months, if you do that 4 or 5 days a week, you can lose weight.
So we have another question then. What about the carbohydrates? Which,
So the next section is the yellow section. If you have a look on your leaflets, I think you all have, most of you will have the Eat Well guide, so you can see it closer. Carbohydrates is a very important section for our cooking. Can anyone give me an example of a carbohydrate that you ate yesterday for dinner?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh? Bread,
So
pasta, rice, paratha,
roti,
bread,
naan,
roti,
paratha,
naan.
everything goes
Everything.
in this
You
carbohydrate
said, yeah,
section.
yeah.
और आपको पता है कि जब आप carbohydrates कंज्यूम करते हो आपके अंदर ये शुगर बनती है. It breaks down into sugar. If you have diabetes, check your blood sugar before and after having one roti, one naan, and see your blood sugar rise.
Yeah.
So only a third of your intake from morning to night should come from this yellow section. And I would really recommend going for whole grain, brown, even if you're having bread, toast, only brown, whole meals. Sourdough's the best. Yes, if you can afford very good quality from a bakery, I only eat sourdough. So I start my day with a bit of sourdough, but I have to have some avocado, some good fats, some eggs and some protein and stuff on there. So don't just have toast on its own.
Yeah. So now the next thing is about protein.
So the
If your sugar level is high, are you allowed to have beetroot?
Yeah, we were going to come to that in a little while. Let's just finish with protein, and then we'll clarify your questions around beetroot at the end, please.
So the protein, who eats meat here? Yeah, is it all meat and meat? Anyone vegetarian? So even if you are meat eaters, हम recommend करते हैं कि आप protein vegetarian, dal, beans, pulses, fish, twice a week fish. एक हफ्ते में आप salmon खाओ.
Yeah.
Good fats, you get very good fats from salmon, and one from a white fish. So you have just this much. You don't need any more than 2 portions of protein in a day as a female. Thora sa chicken kalo, that's enough. 2 portions, and 1 portion is the size of the inside of your palm. So not too much. You don't need that much. Yes. Yeah. Does everybody have dairy here? Because we should be having dairy.
Yogurt, milk.
Raita, you could have raita every day. Greek yogurt. I start my day every day with some Greek yogurt. Some kefir is like a yogurty drink. You can pour that in. You can have anything that gives you some dairy, gives you calcium. It's really good for your bones, but all in these proportion sizes, so we're not over-consuming. Kefir, Kefir. It has millions of very good bacteria for your gut.
You get it like a drink, or you get it as a yogurt? Yeah, this. No. So
Greek
thank you for asking. Yeah.
This is
really good question.
I would go for the authentic. I even go for it's a brand called Fage. It's Fage. Yeah. Why? Because it's Greek. It is
or Greek, because
Greek is fine as well. Just Greek yogurt.
Or do you make your own? Some of you make your own yogurt. Yeah. Yeah.
So another question I want everyone to just try to think, because this is very important with Asian cooking. So the smallest section is the purple section. It's for fats and oils. Tel.
That's the interesting one.
The interesting one of a very small, this for our day should not be a big chunk of oil in our cooking. It should be a very, very small section, which is important. We need it for our hormones. We need it for our body. But if we're frying or putting lots of oil in our curries.
So we love our samosas and bhajiyas.
So my tip for samosas and the bhajiyas are brush them with oil. Make the pastry yourself. Don't buy ready-made pastry. Make the pastry yourself. It has ready-made pastry has trans fats in there.
To make pastry?
So the only thing that is in ready-made pastry is trans fats, and they're really bad. We can't digest them. There's hydrogenated oils that they have used in these ready-made pastries, ready-made pizzas, and we cannot break them down in our stomach. So I would recommend, if you want it, make it yourself. Don't deep fry. Only brush with oil and put it in the oven. Does
Oh
that
dear.
sound odd?
There goes samosas.
Can I have your thoughts
Doesn't taste the
on
same.
having non-deep fried samosas?
Yeah. Do you, anybody have? Air fry, air fry. Good idea.
Air frying is still better than deep frying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oven, yeah, put it in
do
the
you, do you put it in there?
oven. Lovely lady, put
Oven,
it in the oven.
just brush it a little bit with
Yeah.
oil. Don't deep fry anything.
Yeah, spray. You've got spray oil, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with deep frying, the problem with oil, what is the problem with oil? It's so calorie dense. You have oil, you have piled on calories. The more oil you put in your curries, the more calories you have. You can have, sometimes, if I know I'm going to my mum's house, which I do every 2 weeks, I really do limit my food intake for maybe 24 hours before I go to my mum's, because just one meal gives me 800 calories. I can sit there because
Oh
it's
my God.
all lots of oil, lots of fried foods, all the things that I love. I love burrata, but
So, yeah, so what about which oils should we use, please?
so does anyone give me some suggestions of
Yeah, what
before
do
I
you
tell
use?
you which oils?
Sunflower oil, virgin olive oil,
Any others?
rapeseed oil, coconut oil, avocado.
Avocado is very expensive, but it
But
is
it's
a good oil.
Good. Olive oil. Lot of olive oil. Ghee. Okay, Ish, what do you have to say
Who
to that?
uses ghee here? You can put your hands up. I won't judge. Only
Okay, we're going to ask Ish. Ghee. Ish. So
We do.
our ancestors were brought up using ghee.
So ghee is, yes, it has some benefits, but it's full of saturated, the bad fats. So I honestly would just put the ghee away
Put the
for
ghee away.
absolute occasions.
No,
It's not good for
not
health.
good.
It's full of saturated.
What about the knee? Exercise.
So the best oil for curries. Now remember, I'm just talking curries here. Curries ko hum bod buna, and you separate the oil. Hum bod bunte hain. Yes. Or us oil ke liye, the best oil is rapeseed oil. And if you want to use olive oil, then refined olive oil, not extra virgin, not for bunning. Bun. Then you put it in the fridge. Then you're having the same curry over 2 days, 3 days. You're reheating. It's not good to do that with extra virgin. Extra virgin for salads, for maybe your egg in the morning, because you're not reheating the egg again and again. But for curries, for the bunning, rapeseed has the highest smoke point.
Very good. But it's expensive. Yeah. So yeah, avocado oil.
Avocados are good. It's
It's the
expensive.
Best.
It's full of, ghee is full of saturated fat. So it's the bad fat. Small amount. I would recommend, if you want to use ghee, then mix it with a refined olive oil or rapeseed oil. So you just mix it in.
Yeah, and somebody mentioned coconut oil as well.
Yeah, again, it's not the best oil for curries. I would still stick to rapeseed out of all the different factors of the smoke point, the different oils, the bunning of it. What's the best oil for that for curries? It's still rapeseed,
Okay.
even above sunflower.
So there's some questions. Where do we get big bottles of rapeseed oil? In the supermarket? Anywhere? Lovely. But you know, you see that big bottles of oil, when you see the ingredient, it says 99% rapeseed oil.
Yeah, it's fine to have 99%
Okay,
rapeseed.
Okay.
Do look at the ingredients, yes.
Sunflower.
Rapeseed over sunflower. Choose. It's okay. Sunflower's not too bad.
Okay.
It's a cheaper alternative. The only thing about yes, so the only thing about those vegetable oils and sunflowers, they're high in something called omega-6 fatty acids. We already have, it's too high. It's low in omega-3. Omega-3 is the good fats that we need for our heart. So we need more omega-3. You get that from salmon. You get it more in rapeseed oil. When you have high content of omega-6, low in omega-3, it's not a good balance. It's not good for your heart. In moderation, but the amount we put into curries, it's too much. Not for sunflower.
Do
So I mean, I've done this. I'll tell you this is how much I went to a level where I was only putting 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon मैं अपने करी में डालती थी dal में, whole dal. So afterwards, when I wanted oil, I would just pour in cold. So I've got I'm not cooking the oil now. So I have the dal in my plate. I'm about to eat it. I get the extra virgin olive oil and I just pour it on top. The dal is hot. You're pouring in good oil on top of it. You're not cooking it. That's the difference.
Okay.
Can I have a question?
Of course.
One of the auntie has got very high sugar. So can she have beetroot?
Oh, yes.
Can she have beetroot?
You can, I mean, do check with your healthcare professional in case there's any problems, but there's no problems with eating beetroot as part of a salad, as a healthy diet, balanced diet.
So again, you're not eating a whole beetroot, yeah? You're putting a little bit of beetroot in your salad. Your salad's got all the other greens. And actually I've heard that having celery is very good.
Celery is
so
brilliant.
if you add your celery with your beetroot,
Basically, you
balance it. It's all about a balance. And then we had a question. Has that answered the question around beetroot? Yeah? Everybody happy? We have a question around around the egg yolk. Is that right? Yeah? And the fat and the white.
Yes, if you've got any high cholesterol levels and you're having more than 1 to 2 eggs a day, I would recommend then the rest just be the egg white.
You get egg white. Make an omelette using egg white and put all the masala.
You can use some the yolks, yes, just not too many.
Yeah. So બહુ વધારે yolks ના use કરવાનું. આપણે એક yolk use કરે ને વધારે white use કરવાનું.
I have, I just can't remember now.
એ જોવાનું.
So many oils. Yeah, it's come up.
આપણે જોવાનું કે કેવી રીતના છે ingredients.
Has anybody got diabetes here?
Diabetes.
Yes. Just some tips to lower your blood sugar. If you pre-cook rice, एक दिन पहले बनाओ, fridge में रखो, और next दिन खाओ. It's yes. Have you heard this?
Have you heard of this? This
Yes.
is yeah.
When you eat rice,
આપણા બધાય માટે સારું, not just for people with diabetes. We all consume rice.
so rice raises your blood sugar. If you cook it the night before, put it in the fridge. Something called resistant starch. There's something that just develops. So when you eat it the next day, heat it the next day and eat it. It raises your blood sugar like this. But if you cook rice on the day and eat it, it raises it like this.
રાઈસ ખાવું હોય
It's
તો
better.
એક દિવસ પહેલા તમે બોઇલ કરીને રાખજો તમારા ફ્રીજમાં રાઈટ એક દિવસ પહેલા બોઇલ કરવાનું હું શું કરું છું પોતે એકચ્યુઅલી હું એક દિવસ કે 2 દિવસ પહેલા કૂક કરું ઓન્લી 70% કમા બિરયાની રાઈસ જેવું પછી જે દિવસે તમને ખાવું હોય એ તમે વધારે થોડું પાણી નાખીને સ્ટીમ કરવાનું હાઈ ફ્લેમ ઉપર તો ફાઇન રીતે પાકી જશે ને પછી તમે એ દિવસે ખાવાનું જે દિવસે ખાવું હોય એ દિવસે આપણે રાઈસ બનાવીને આપણે ખાશું તો આપણું શુગર લેવલ એવી રીતના ચડશે ડાયાબિટીકવાળાને હોય કે આપણે હોય જે કોઈ હોય જે આપણે એક દિવસ પહેલાં બનાવીને કરીએ તો એ શુગર લેવલ એવી રીતના જશે કમ ઓફ પ્લેન જેવું ઓકે
अगर आपने चाय और बिस्किट खाना है तो आप खाने के बाद खाओ. If you have tea and biscuit on its own, then it will raise your blood sugar like this. But if you want tea and biscuit, आप lunch के बाद सीधा बाद have a cup of tea and biscuit. It will not raise your blood sugar that quickly because your stomach is already full.
Two questions.
Yes. That's what I do.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That is true. No. Even if you drain the water, you put it in the fridge, something else happens to it for the next day. But yes, the freezing of the bread. My bread this morning came from the freezer because you can. It does make a difference to the chemical structure. It's better to bring it out.
Somebody, my cousin is doing beetroot with carrot.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good.
For eyes and for forehead.
પણ એમ કહે છે જ્યુસ કરતા તમે ખાઓ ને
Not freeze. So not rice. Don't freeze the rice. Just put it in the fridge. Yes. Yes.
Very interested. Yeah, okay. Okay, so keep your questions coming because Amathi, when you ask us questions, actually everybody gets to learn something new. So there's still question-ish around beetroot and juicing. So,
Yeah, juicing's very big. So
yeah,
it is.
yeah, we don't get confused. Okay,
mind.
okay,
That's
we
okay.
don't
You
mind.
can ask
So I
questions.
think in terms of the Eat Well plate, which Ish was going to cover, I think we're nearly there.
We are, but I just wanted to see if anyone on their leaflets has this section where it tells you about the labels. आप जब supermarket जाते हो, आप कौन, if you put your hands up, who looks at these labels of green, red?
Do you look?
Have a look. Yes, tins of anything. If
Yeah.
you read these labels, depending on what you have, अगर आपके पास diabetes है, आप ये label देखो. अगर sugar red में है, you should not buy it. If you have high cholesterol and the fat, saturated fat, saturates it comes under. अगर वो red में है, आप नहीं लो, आप green में लो उस section. But we should all be aiming, regardless of having diabetes or high cholesterol, we should all be aiming to have everything in the green section or the moderate section of the orange section, which gives us a medium level. We can have it sometimes. We should all be aiming for low sugar, reading labels, reading ingredients. Does anybody read ingredients for anything? Yeah? Ingredients are listed in order of the most highest thing that comes first in the ingredients list. So if sugar or salt is in, if you look at the ingredients, it says ingredients. If on the first 1, 2, 3 things in what you're buying is salt or sugar, I just put it down. There is no point. Sugar or salt should be way down. Why am I buying something that is pure sugar? It's in the first 3 ingredients list. It's too high.
So see, that's all preparing. So you're already not buying things that are not good for you. So it helps you to follow this Eat Well guide. Yeah. Now are we nearly? We've got a few questions-ish.
I just
What-
want.
Yeah, go
yeah.
on, finish off.
I just wanted to touch on physical activity because
So, to be honest, हमें हमें पूछवाना था शगुफ्ता बेन ने रमज़ान आवे एनी पहला we would love to come here to do a session के how to eat mindfully during Ramzan. So if you allow us, we will come, please, Ish, because that's very important. Yeah, if we put a date in and we'll do that whole section, and what I'll do that time, Shagufta Ben, we will bring Ish and I, the Eat Well guide, the food label, traffic light. We'll tell you about apps. You can an app you can download. So if you don't have this information, when you go shopping, you can have a look at this information through your mobile. So we'll prepare a session focusing on Ramzan. Yeah?
just for hydration, again, sorry, I forgot to mention the drinks because they're really important. Coca-Cola.
So exactly, कितनी शुगर होती है?
आप किसी को पता है कि
Get-
एक बोतल छोटी बोतल में
छोटी और
कितनी क्यूब्स शुगर वाली क्यूब्स
Seven sugar cubes. 7 teaspoons of sugar.
बहुत शुगर
And how many teaspoons of sugar are you allowed in one day?
yeah 6
6
7.
teaspoons. But don't forget, like Ish said, these carbohydrates, they turn into sugar.
That's
So-
why, yep. Anything sugar drinks, sugar in your tea. Who has sugar in their tea?
Or biscuit with your tea.
So that's the worst. It gives you the highest spike.
Red and green and orange.
That's it.
So it's recommended that you just drink water, 6 to 8
Water.
glasses of water a day. Keep yourself hydrated. Don't drink sugary drinks. Even juices, even fresh juices, they are all sugar in your body.
Yeah?
But going back to the physical activity,
Physical activity. Yeah.
can we go round and just give me a rough estimate of how much exercise everybody gets done in a day or a week? A week is too much for us to probably figure out, but
A
in
day,
a day, how
yeah.
much exercise are we getting?
How
10
many?
minutes.
10
Okay.
minutes? 10,000 steps,
10,000
amazing.
is
Yeah?
very good.
Anybody beat that? That's very good. Yeah? Walking is very good. You go to the gym, very good. Yoga, very good. Cycling, yeah. And even in the house, when you're doing your housework, up and down the stairs, upstairs, downstairs, make excuse to keep going up the stairs.
Yeah.
So when you're bringing your washing down, you've done your ironing, don't take it all up at once. Take 2 things at a time. So get your steps in. Yeah? When you go out to put your washing, don't take your whole basket. Take a few things. Although Ish said weightlifting is good.
It
So
is
when you do
really
your
good.
shopping, make sure your bags are, and you carry them.
Yeah.
Don't always let your family or your husband's partners carry them. You carry them.
And
Yeah,
carry
'cause
them
it's
so
good.
you don't put pressure on your
Yeah,
joints.
it's good.
Carry them up a bit so you hold the bag. So it's the muscle, not the joint. Don't do that. Don't put pressure on your joints. Put pressure on your muscles. Stand up and push your bag up so you can really feel the weight.
Ready for shopping? Me, yeah. I'm ready for shopping. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and if that's it, isn't it? We've got some. Sorry, I'm mindful each because we've got a few
Yes,
questions. You'll have to remind me. One was about calorie counting, but I think Ish sort of explained that portion control and that your portion size is the size of your palm.
The question was, how do you know
So मुझे भी नहीं पता था मैंने NHS weight loss app download किया अपने फ़ोन पर और you can start putting everything you eat on there and it will count it for you.
What about when we feel hungry? Like in between meals?
You will. I did.
Yes. So
Yes.
in between આપણે જ્યારે સ્ટાર્ટ કરીએ એવી રીતના પોર્શન કંટ્રોલ તો વચમાં બહુ ભૂખ લાગતી હોય છે રાઈટ વી ફીલ વેરી હંગ્રી તો વોટ ઇઝ ધ આઈડિયલ થિંગ્સ ટુ ઈટ એટ ધેટ ટાઈમ
And before we get to that, you know what it is when you're telling yourself, I can't have this, actually you want it. Yeah? So there's something around behavior change there's a science attached to this.
When I was trying to lose weight, when I did the food diary, मुझे ये पता चला कि मैं बहुत nuts और snacks खाती हूँ, कब खाती हूँ? When I sit on the sofa to watch something. So then I thought, okay, now I can no longer eat on this sofa. I can eat on the table. Everywhere else, this sofa now means it's a food-free zone for me. So think mindfully, where am I eating? Where are all of these calories coming from? And you can change your behavior in that moment, because if you're going into the kitchen, getting bits, and you're not being mindful of what you're eating, you can overconsume.
Also, it takes a certain number of days to change your mind, your behavior. So your first 7 days, then the next 14 days, and then the 21, 28. So the longer you can go, that's why we call it mindfully. So your mind is getting adjusted. You find your patterns. And then eventually, and then it becomes a habit. Yeah?
Once you're out of the weight, when you're trying to lose weight, it is hard. You are always hungry. Bhook lagti rehti hai, bhook lagti hai. But once you've lost the weight and you're in the healthy weight category, it's not as hard, because then you go into a maintenance stage. You don't have to exercise as much. You don't have to eat just 1,500 calories. You can go slowly up again, a slow amount. But every single day, I have to monitor and I know what I'm eating every single day, 7 days a week.
એક હું પોઈન્ટ નોટિસ કરી છું જ્યારે હું મેન્ટેન કરવા ટ્રાય કરું છું મારી બોડીને કે જ્યારે વચમાં જ્યારે ભૂખ લાગતી હોય છે ને નોર્મલી એ આપણું સાયકોલોજીકલ માઇન્ડમાં હોય છે ભૂખ તો શું કહેવામાં આવે છે મને શું કહેવાનું છે કે તું જાય ને એક ગ્લાસ પાણી તું પી પછી તું જોજે પાણી પી લઈશ તો પછી તને તારી ભૂખ મટી જશે એટલીસ્ટ જ્યારે તું પાણી પી નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ પછી પાછો ભૂખ મટી જશે 2 કે 3 વખત તમારે પાણી પીઓ ને પછી કામ ના આવે પછી ભૂખ જ લાગતી હોય તો મતલબ તમારું આપણું પેટ હવે ખાલી છે હવે મગજમાં નથી ભૂખ હવે પેટમાં ભૂખ છે તો જ્યારે પણ તમને બહુ ભૂખ લાગે ને મન થાય તો પહેલાં પાણી પીજો પછી જોજો કે તમને થોડુંક 5 મિનિટમાં તમને હજી ઓલરાઈટ તમને શાંતિ વળી ગઈ તો ઓલરાઈટ છે ના શાંતિ વળે એટલે સાચે ભૂખ છે હવે યુ સી તો એટલે પછી તમે ખાજો જે તમને તમારું ડાયટ હોય તો You see, so that was one of the.
So the most filling section, the one that will keep you the fullest for longer, and it won't make you feel hungry, is actually the protein section. So you have protein, it will keep you fuller for longer. If you start your day with toast, butter, tea, nice chai, you're going to get hungry very quickly. You put protein on there. You put a nice omelette, some boiled eggs, good fats, avocado, seeds, nuts. Then see how long you can go.
Can you give the time of the breakfast, not 12 p.m., man? In the morning, 7 a.m.
It depends what time you stopped eating the night before.
What time you wake up in the morning? You wake up at 1 o'clock. That is very wrong.
Okay. Why do you get up at 1 o'clock? Yeah, no, but it's all about when was your last meal. Yeah, because actually now, the longer you can leave before you have your breakfast, the longer gap the better, because you've already reduced the time when you're eating. It's go into, but that's another conversation. So we're not going to go into intermittent fasting today. But yeah, if you are, one of the things, if you are trying to control how much you eat, the longer you fast, then you've got fewer hours, and it is proven that it does work.
You restrict your hours, it does work.
Yeah.
If you can't eat until 12 o'clock every day and you have to finish eating by 6 p.m., you can't eat 3,000, 4,000 calories. You have to eat less. It does work.
Okay. બધા હંમેશા મને ને બીજાને મારી ફ્રેન્ડ્સને પૂછા કરતા હોય છે કે તું કેવી રીતના પાતળી છો ને હું પણ પુટ ઓન કરું છું બાય ધ વે પણ કેવી રીતના પાતળી છું તો મારું આજે હું સિક્રેટ કહીશ હું જ્યારે રાતના ખાઉં જ્યારે પણ રાતના ખાઉં 7 વાગે કે 8 વાગે નોર્મલી આઈ ટ્રાય કે હું 7 વાગ્યામાં હું ખાઈ લઉં મારું ખાવાનું બિટવીન 7 and 8 બિફોર 8 ડેફિનેટલી પછી હું કાઉન્ટ કરું મારું કે હું એટલીસ્ટ 15 કલાક after the 7 o'clock at night 15 કલાક મને નથી ખાઉં મારું ફાસ્ટ હશે પાણી પીવાનું ને ફ્રેશ જ્યુસ કે કાંઈ હોય તો પીવાનું પણ કાંઈ પણ સોલિડ હું નથી ખાતી કેટલી પણ ભૂખ લાગી હોય મને હું જઈને પાણી પીવું છું હમણાં કીધી ને પાણી પીવાનું કેમ કે મગજમાં છે ભૂખ તો બરાબર હું ખાઈ લઉં 7 વાગે પછી હું કાઉન્ટ કરું પક્કા નેક્સ્ટ ડે 12 o'clock સુધી હું નથી ખાતી આજે હું ખાધી કેમ કે ચીલા હતું બાય ધ વે પણ નોર્મલી ઘરમાં 15 કલાકથી પહેલાં હું કોઈ દિવસ નથી ખાતી જે હોય એ
જ્યારે કહે છે ને બરાબર ખાય છે ત્યારે એ પણ કુકડીની જેમ ખાય છે
બરાબર ખાઉં છું તમે જોજો મને બધા મારી બહેનો મને કહે કે તું એટલું બધું ખાય છે જાય છે ક્યાં તારું એવી રીતે મને કહેવામાં આવે છે પણ ઇટ્સ વેરી વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ કે તમે તમારી બોડીને સ્ટાર્વ કરો થોડુંક તમે થોડું રોજો રાખો યા
No. It's fair. It's for your own well-being, isn't it? So there was a question around protein shakes. Now, I don't know, Ish, what do you think?
I would still recommend having protein from, unless are you going to the gym? Is anyone, who's the person asking this question?
Yeah.
If you're going to the gym, you're trying to increase your muscle mass, you can't get your protein level up, then protein shakes, there is nothing wrong with them. But if you're not, and you're not going to the gym, you don't need to get it up, you can get your protein amount just from your food, from your diet.
I wanted to ask, are there any other burning questions on diet and nutrition? Eating mindfully, not diet. We're not using the word diet. Coconut oil? Coconut oil.
I mean, I would still, is it for curries? Yes, I would still go for rapeseed over coconut, yes.
Yeah?
Is it high cholesterol?
It is, yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It has higher levels of saturated bad fat in comparison to rapeseed.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's, they remove, like, eat regularly a little bit of coconut oil, a
Yes.
teaspoon, it gets rid of Alzheimer,
There's so many myths, so many things that people say with regards to if you eat this reduces down.
There's a question, Ish. I know I've bought this bread as well from Morrison's. There's a bread that the supermarkets do. Its ingredient is rye, wheat, and spelt. Okay. That's good.
That's really good.
Yeah?
Yes.
I buy that when I go. Yeah? Okay, I think it looks like we've had enough questions, on mindful eating. So today we don't have time to do a session using your mobile, because when we came to speak to you and we did our group discussions, there were a few things that came up. This was one of the topics that came up, Now, one topic we have got, which we'll deliver in January, is Ramzan Maino, and we will talk about eating and your eating mindfully during Ramzan. Then we've got a physio lady who will come to talk, because તમે બતાએ ઘણાએ કીધું હતું કે bones માટે, so the physio will come and do a talk. And using your mobile was very popular. હવે in order for us to organize, obviously આટલા મોટા ગ્રુપમાં is very difficult. એટલે આપણે મોબાઈલનું તો નાના 3-4 people એક જણ તમારી સાથે work કરે. But our main thing, Suche, we really want to know how many of you, first of all, have a mobile. Batai પાસે છે અને બધાઈ પાસે internet access છે, Wi-Fi connection છે. Okay, એટલે બધાઈને use કરતા રહે. WhatsApp બધા use કરો છો? Yeah, video Zoom use કરો છો? Video call, YouTube, ibatu karoch. Okay, so we don't need to go into basic. Can I ask you, please, ketla jana NHS app download karelu che? Batai, can you all put your hands up if you have NHS app and you are using it? So I would say less than 50% have put their hand up. So e-session, we would really like to do with you, downloading and using your NHS app. Tamare repeat prescription karvi hoi, tame hospital ma ke jao, tamara results ave. How do you download those? How do you go through those? You can book your appointment. Batu. So have apre su karsu jene NHS app na use karta hoi, na download karo hoi, e-group સાથે we will do a quick money thai. Shagufta Ben, we may need to come in a couple of times to do that. Yeah? અને બીજું શું તમને જાણવું હતું મોબાઈલ use કરવાનું? Like, do you have apps? તમે app download કર્યું છે? For like Ish was saying about walking, about exercise. Because, you know, we said in the winter, તમે બારે ના જઈ શકો. YouTube, you mentioned, there's so much exercise you can do at home using online classes. Etla bata chale che. Yeah? YouTube is the best. You've got so much on there. So as long as you're happy, again, for breathing, meditation, mindfulness, enaya bata kana, again, YouTube or downloading apps. So kain pan mobile upar specifically janwo hoy I amne kejo, but I think today we've learned the NHS app.
જેના પાસે એપ ડાઉનલોડેડ ના હોય, જેને કરવું હોય, જેને શીખવું હોય વધારે, પ્લીઝ તમારું નામ ઝેરાબાઈ પાસે ને મરઝિયાબાઈ પાસે લખાવી નાખજો. તમને ખબર પડે કેટલા છે તો એ પ્રમાણે અમને માણસોને બોલાવશું ને તમને બધું શીખાડશે કેવી રીતના ડાઉનલોડ કરવાનું, કેવી રીતના તમારું રિઝલ્ટ હોય, તમારું કાંઈ પણ થયું હોય એનું રિઝલ્ટ કેવી રીતના જોવાનું, બધું તમને શીખવાડવામાં આવશે. પણ અમને ખબર પડવી જોઈએ કે જે ઓલરેડી યુઝ કરે છે અને જે નથી કરતા એનું નામ પ્લીઝ તમે ઝેરા આંટી પાસે લખાવજો. થેન્ક યુ. નાના ગ્રુપ્સ કરીને અમારા પાસે 4-5 જણા આવશે જે તમને બધું શીખાડશે કેવી રીતના જોવાનું, કેવી રીતના કરવાનું ને કેવી રીતના ડાઉનલોડ કરવાનું.
We'll bring next time we come. So in January when we come, sorry, we're just being asked, we'll bring this Eat Well, we'll bring some more stuff on food labels, diet. Ish and I will go through and bring some material for you. You can refer to it about food labels, about Eat Well guide. Ame batu order kari ne ame January ma talk dewa aviye tyare lei avsu, but we definitely come before that. But I just want to ask quickly, tame ketla hero mario cho, please? Hero ma, quite a few of you. Ane ketla Brent ma? Okay, mostly Harrow, yeah, or Barnet? Northwood, yeah. Okay, lovely. Thank you so much. Anything else, Ish, that we need to? No, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Please, can we have a big Nare Salawat for our guest? Humma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for asking us questions.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إلهي عظم البلاء وبرئ الخفاء وانكشف الغطاء وانقطع الرجاء وضاقت الأرض ومنيت السماء وأنت المستعان وإليك المشتكى وإليك المؤول في شدة والرخاء. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم وعرفتنا بذلك منزلتهم ففرجنا بحقهم فرجا آجلا قريبا كلم البصر أو هو أقرب. يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد اكفياني فإنكما كافيان وانصراني فإنكما ناصران. يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان الغوث 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 أدركني 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 الصاد 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 الأجل الأجل الأجل. يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجه. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدتي نساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا أبا الفضل العباس ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء سلطان أبا الحسن مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا. كن شفيعنا وشفيع والدي في يوم الجزاء. السلام عليك يا أختك فاطمة معصومة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان. الأمان 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 من فتن الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان. أجر الله تعالى فرجك وسهر الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وأينا حتى تسخنه أرزك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم.